What if I told you that one single act of quiet defiance, a woman refusing to give up her bus seat, didn't just happen in Alabama? It rewired the moral compass of an entire nation? Before that moment, Alabama had already been fought over by empires, built on cotton and chained labor, and shaped by rivers, rockets, and rebellion. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this one state carries more American history per square mile than almost anywhere else. Let's get into it. Long before Alabama was a state, it was home to native peoples, the Cherokee in the north, and the Muscogee peoples, including the Creek, Choctaw, and Chickasaw, spread across the rest of the land. Some of these communities built massive earthen mounds. Moundville, in particular, still stands today as one of the largest Native American archaeological sites in the country. Then came the Europeans. Spanish explorers wandered through in the 1500s chasing rumors of gold, but it was the French who actually planted roots, founding a settlement near present-day Mobile in the early 1700s. Ownership of the land kept flipping like a card game, French, then British after the French and Indian War, then finally the young United States after the War of 1812, when Andrew Jackson forced Creek leaders to sign away enormous amounts of territory. In 1817, Congress carved out the Alabama Territory. Just 2 years later, on December 14, 1819, Alabama became the 22nd state in the Union. Statehood brought a boom, but it was built on brutal foundations. Alabama's fertile, Black Belt region became one of the most productive cotton-growing areas in the country, and that productivity depended almost entirely on enslaved labor. By the mid-1800s, enslaved people made up close to half of Alabama's population. When Abraham Lincoln was elected president in 1860, Alabama's leaders saw it as a threat to their entire economic system. In January 1861, the state voted to secede from the Union. Just weeks later, Montgomery, Alabama's capital, briefly became the first capital of the Confederacy, before that title moved to Richmond. The Civil War that followed would end in defeat for the Confederacy and, finally, freedom for millions of enslaved Americans. But freedom on paper didn't mean equality in practice, and that fight was only just beginning. Fast forward almost a century. It's December 1955, in Montgomery. A woman named Rosa Parks refuses to give up her bus seat to a white passenger. She's arrested, and that single act ignites the Montgomery bus boycott, a coordinated protest that lasts over a year. Leading that boycott is a young pastor at Dexter Avenue Baptist Church, Martin Luther King Jr. This is where King's philosophy of nonviolent resistance, inspired by Gandhi, first takes center stage on American soil. The church still stands today, preserved almost exactly as it looked in the 1950s, and it's remembered as the birthplace of the modern civil rights movement. But Montgomery is just one chapter. In Selma, in 1965, marchers attempting to walk 54 miles to Montgomery for voting rights were violently beaten on the Edmund Pettus Bridge, a day now remembered as Bloody Sunday. The images shocked the country and helped push Congress to pass the Voting Rights Act later that year. Meanwhile, in Birmingham, Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth and other leaders faced bombings and brutal resistance simply for organizing, and their courage helped force the nation to confront segregation head-on. Today, you can walk this history yourself along the Alabama Civil Rights Trail, more than 20 sites across Selma, Montgomery, and Birmingham where these events actually happened. Alabama's story doesn't end with the civil rights era, it keeps evolving. Head north to Huntsville, sometimes called Rocket City, and you'll find the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, home to Space Camp and a massive collection of rockets tied directly to NASA's Saturn V program and America's race to the moon. German-born engineer Werner von Braun and his team developed much of that rocket technology right here in Alabama. Down in Birmingham, a giant iron statue named Vulcan, the Roman god of the forge, towers over the city as a tribute to Alabama's industrial boom in iron and steel. And if you'd rather trade history for sunshine, the white sand beaches of Gulf Shores and Orange Beach along the Gulf Coast offer a completely different side of the state. From ancient mounds, to cotton fields, to a church basement where a movement was born, to a launch pad aimed at the stars, Alabama has quietly stood at the center of some of America's most defining moments. So the next time someone mentions Alabama, you'll know it's not just a dot on the map in the Deep South. It's a place where empires clashed, where a nation's conscience was tested, and where dreams of space travel got off the ground, quite literally. If you enjoyed this journey through Alabama's history, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next state on our list. Drop a like if you learned something new, and share this video with someone who loves history as much as you do. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.